We're live. Yeah, maybe I can get this light. Hey, where's that other little light at? Where's that? Yeah, that's pretty slick light. I wonder if I could just set it right here. Wait, that's it. Yeah. It really is. HVAC boss. I'm trying to bring it up. Maybe not here. I don't know. I tried to. You still here, boss? We are live. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Getting Facebook set up. Just had the last meeting. You know, it's kind of wild. Any tips you can give me for commercial? Yeah, pick up one of these O lights. Y'all can't really see it, but it clips on your shirt. Man, this thing right here is super duper sweet. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's super bright. That is super bright. Like, it's a little bitty light. It's not even the size of your thumb. Just got it in today. I figured I'd show it off. Well, I'm not getting... I'll be dispatching. Commercial, it just seems like you got to order everything. Let's see how to turn this thing on. There we go. There we go. Boss. Yes. When you get that light, I got it today, man. Super sweet. Yeah, I got big news today. I got some big news. Big news today. Big news. So, for the people that don't know, maybe I don't advertise it enough, but maybe I should drop the news today on them. So I am a House Call Pro ambassador, and I'm also today, as of today, I am a BlueOn ambassador. Woo! You know, I'm a BlueOn ambassador. Shout out to BlueOn, man. Hey, I got their hats and stuff in my closet. I love BlueOn, the refrigerant. The app is amazing. So shout out to BlueOn. What's up, Nonstop? I see you over there. We are live on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Everybody hit the follow button. You know, asking HVAC Tech business owner. That's what we're here for. Never used it. It's an amazing thing. Hey, look, if you never used it and you want to get involved with it, just send me a message and I'll plug you in, man. I'm gonna plug you in with BlueOn. Look, for the people that don't know about BlueOn, they have an app that you can pull up any kind of manual, like you pick up any unit, you put in the model number, it'll tell you everything about that unit that you need. Everything. I think, what? MO99? No way, bro. No way I'd use MO99. I've seen too many people mess up with MO99. Their app is amazing. Straight up, though. So BlueOn, their thing is that, check this out. This is like an industry first. This is like an industry first deal. Look, hang on, Floyd. I got you. So BlueOn has done tech support for the last year or two, and we're talking about 150,000 hours worth of tech support calls. 150,000. They took an AI program, trained it on those tech support calls, and now you can literally just go into the BlueOn app and type it into the AI program, and it will tell you what's wrong with the unit. So there's people that's struggling with service calls, the apprentices that's out there that's like, man, what, I just struggle, and you don't want to have to call your boss because you don't, for whatever reason, maybe you've been asking too many questions, and it's kind of been unnerving. You don't want to be on the bad side. It's the BlueOn app, and they also BlueOn HVAC Boss. I'm gonna let you get in just 1 second. Let me fill this in about BlueOn real quick. They have a live tech support that will answer your call within 2 minutes. It's not free. It's not free, but it is good. So there you go. If you're curious about it, send me a DM, and look, I'm gonna plug you in. BlueOn ambassador right here. Shout out to BlueOn. All right. The 20 by 20 by 5 filter and got a 20 by 20 by 4. More than likely it's okay. All right, let me see. Boss, where you at? Send the invite, boss. Grayson. Shout out to Grayson. We got questions all over the place.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's happening?
Not a whole lot, dude. Just hanging out at the house. Son's finally sleeping, and outside taking the dog out.
I hear that. We're gonna bring in a couple people. A couple people's on here. Let's see what.
Been getting hot down there yet?
86 degrees in the shade today. So we're definitely getting a workout.
I'm cooking, that's for sure.
HVAC.
It's actually been cooler here the last week. It's been raining nonstop, like every single day. But
y'all don't forget to hit the follow button. HVAC Boss, I see you out there working, man. What you working on?
I can use some rain right now.
I'll send it to you.
It's at 6:08 p.m. and I'm watching the rookie change it out. He's putting the condenser fan motor back on and everything, fishing the wires through. But I'm not gonna tell him yet.
Oh no, yeah. I've been there, done that.
He's got the motor in there right now, and he's fishing the wires through to go into the cabinet. How we doing? Good.
I don't know what this Showtime thing is. I might have to. What is going on right here?
Oh, whoa. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Let me see if I can get out of it. End the show. I want to end that. Get me away from there for a second.
That's weird. There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, at what point do I tell him?
When he screws it in.
All right. I'm gonna
Slow it up.
told me to.
Hey, you're down in Mississippi, right?
Yes, I'm in South Mississippi, about 10 minutes from the Gulf.
I hear you. I always thought it was be cool to go visit down there.
It's all right, man. It ain't too bad of a place. It gets a little hot and humid, but that's all right.
That's right.
All right, you gonna screw the. All right, hold it. Hold it right there. Are we missing anything? What about that? You think we'll need that fan blade?
Yowzers.
That's all right. Just don't pull the wires out. Don't pull the wires out. Don't pull the wires out.
Shout out to Florida. What's up, Houston? I see y'all on Instagram and YouTube over here. We live on all platforms. Y'all don't forget to follow anything HVAC related, whatever you want to know, ask it away. We're going to take care of them.
We're HVAC live. We can do on the job training live.
Live.
I don't know, man. I trained a lot of guys in my time, but man, my patience is not as good as what it used to be.
Well, man, I appreciate all the patience with me, HVAC boss, man. I was out there, you know, you taught me those moves, man, and I started doing the dancing just because, you know, you really showed me how to do it.
Where's the other one? Oh,
man. I'm in Mississippi,
right,
brother.
Guys, I'm gonna disconnect. I don't want to brag, but I would have been done already. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. And man, I thought I had it bad. Look at this poor guy over here. I got him locked up because I'm here. Look at this coil. I can't walk this coil like this, guys. I'm gonna have to spray foam this. It couldn't have been the last call, man. It couldn't have been a cap, huh?
Our last call was
What's up, Josh?
a condo, and it needs a reversing valve and a dryer. First valve's up.
I don't have it that bad, man.
Yeah, she's got like 10 degrees on heating and cooling on either side, and it's all messed up.
All right, tighten it up about right there. You always want to get it down as far as down as you can, so we can maximize it. But go ahead, tighten that up.
Boss, we're going to touch base with you here in just a little bit, man.
All right, man, I'm going to go and disconnect, guys. Go ahead and disconnect me, Alex.
Grayson, where are you living at? I'm going to try to answer some of these questions for us, too.
Eastern North Carolina, New Bern, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Who do I know out there in North Carolina? Anyone out here in North Carolina? I think they try to get me, man. I think they try to get me on these lives. I'm looking at all these different questions. We have a lot of people. Someone wanted to say hi from New Orleans. Do you believe in duct cleaning? I tell you what, I believe that you should use a better quality filter so that way your ducts don't get dirty. That's just me. Duct cleaning. Y'all can't say it's not entertaining, right? What's up, big dogs? Nashville, Tennessee. Where is everybody from? Shout out where you located at. Jay Carr's got a question. What's your question? Indiana, Tennessee, Louisiana. We got a couple people from Louisiana. How much y'all charge to replace an indoor TXV? Which one? Is it under warranty? Which brand? You know, there's a lot to it. It's generally in the hundreds of dollars, though.
Yeah, definitely. I recommend on any kind of TXV replacement, you know, change out. I always want to do a fresh charge of refrigerant because I have the belief that whatever contaminated or could have shut down that TXV could still be floating around in that refrigerant. Shouldn't even use the old refrigerant, just use new.
Hey, that's a good point because something caused it to do it. That's for sure. Yeah. All right. Grayson, I'm gonna disconnect you for a few minutes, and I'm gonna try to get some people in here.
All right, brother. You have a good one.
All right. Ask HVAC Tech anything. Let's go, man. Let's get this lightning round. Douche, douche, douche. Is there a way to design a house duct system other than hiring a designer? Of course there is. Just a couple pointers for you. Try to keep your return at around 300 to 500 feet per minute and try to keep your supply around 0.1. That'll give you some good airflow, won't cause you restrictions, and allow you to use a good filter. How do you check my subcooling? You're going to take your temperature, you're going to take your gauge, whatever your pressure is, it correlates to a temperature. Test the temperature of your liquid line. Whatever the temperature difference, there will be a drop in temperature there. That temperature will be your subcooling. If it's an 8-degree difference, you got 8 degrees of subcooling. Born and raised, South Carolina. I hear you, man. I think there's a couple people over in the Carolinas. I think KC 650 is over in the Carolinas. No, maybe in Virginia.
Internal compass.
Oh, it's internal. That's what, yeah. Internal compass of North Carolina. How long did it take you to become a master? I don't know that I'm a master, but I appreciate that. I do have a master's, International Code Council Master Mechanical Certification. It wasn't something that I even had to get. I just went out there to get it. I could have just went and got a state license, but most of the cities didn't require that, so I just went out there and got my Master Mechanical, but it was just as hard as the state test. I'm trying to work a couple hours, but they want me to design all duct, but I don't know how to. Incorporate a thick filter, 4 or 5 inch. Try to stay 300 to 500 feet per minute on your return duct sizing, and try to stay around 0.1. That's the biggest tip I can give you on duct sizing without getting it too crazy for the live. Thoughts on SD systems, whatever flavor and shift and tech in this trade. Carrier train, I like Carrier better. I think I want to do this. I think this will make me smooth. I got 3 different phones right here in front of me. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube live right now. Greetings from Italy. Shout out to Italy. Nice, right? Nice. Is Cheeto a tech? Cheeto is a commercial tech. That is true. I got to meet Cheeto at AHR last year, or this past year. Great guy, man. Hey, I can't say enough about this guy. He really is an awesome guy, man. Stephanie Ivy, can you share it? I need it bad.
The video that you did on Duct Cleaning.
Okay, yeah, it's in there. I go over the maximum available pressure that you can use in a duct system. And the reason that you might want to use a different pressure for that duct system is because maybe you have tall ceilings and you want to push that air down further without stratification. Maybe you got a unit that's in the attic and you got a bonus room that you got to run a duct up to, and you need more pressure for that. I would suggest a little bit higher pressure than 0.1. Insane lag. Who's all lagging? Which ones are lagging? Variable or 2-stage? Everything's going 2-stage, but it'll eventually go variable. It's in the works. Would you recommend an inverter system or a standard split system as a residential home near the beach? Inverter system is going to be good for near the beach because you're going to be able to take care of that humidity a lot better there. It's going to cost you a little bit more. You're going to have better comfort. Not lagging. What part of HVAC do you mainly do? I mainly own a company and do installs, maintenance, residential, commercial. We're pretty diversified. I'm capable of doing a pretty good bit of different things, and including content creation and live streams. So shout out to everyone that's out here. Please hit the follow. I'm going to call OSHA. About what? What are you going to call them about? I can get you the number, but would you recommend this dude wilding out over here talking about what he name a car for edit. GTR. Welder here. Shout out to all my blue collar people. I think it should be called yellow collar at this point because blue collar is kind of done with, ain't it? Follow the live creator. Thank y'all for all the follows. Trying to build up here. Macy caught on fire earlier. Should I be worried? I would. It don't typically catch on fire. That seems pretty extreme. You know why I always use my step ladder? Why? Tell me why. Martin County, baby. Where's Martin County at? Anyone from Buck County? Apparently, that's my #1 city from county. Buck County. Because I never met a real one. You know why I hear that one. Florida, a lot of people from Florida coming in. Everybody hit the what do you call it? The like button. Where's that little thing at? Waco, Texas. Shout out to Texas. I've been thinking about getting into commercial diving in with welding. Know anything about it? Commercial diving with welding. They say that it's a very dangerous trade to be in, brother. So you have a dent on your head. Hey, take a picture. I mean, hey man, battle scars, chick stick scars, brother. That's what's up, man. Paris, Tennessee, Washington. Do high pressure piping pays? I probably so. Missouri. I think I got the dent. How do I get an internship? Look, for the people that are just starting out, that are curious about how to get in a trade, what tools you need, all the stuff that you need, I created a link in my link tree. You can go to it, and you can look at all the different tools through Amazon that I would recommend that you get. So I created it as a way so you can say, hey, I could get this that's more budget-friendly option. I got you some stuff to where it's like, hey, this is like the gold standard. You know, some of those Milwaukee tools that people talk about. And there's a lot of different things for you to look at and go through. 11-in-1s, Malco bits, metal supplies, all kind of stuff. If you're getting new in the trade and you're looking for tools, you can go in the link tree and find them there. Is leaking under a house, is leaking under outside AC unit normal? Leaking water or refrigerant? Do you agree with employees GPS you everywhere? I think it's kind of crazy. You know, it's a good question. Let me tell you something about it. I actually had a vehicle stole one time, and let me show y'all something. It didn't come without some damage, okay? If you've ever had your vehicle stolen, you would want a GPS on it. I don't have GPSs on my truck, but I would say that I could understand why. And it's not so much about not trusting employees either. I think I got the dent. Good for you, man. That's awesome. They pick me at the Home Depot when I need work. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, some people ain't working at all. I already have tools in EPA Universal. What should I do next? I would go and talk to different employers, man. Hey, that Milwaukee light, man, I got it out there in my garage right now. I'd be willing to auction that thing off. I haven't turned it on in a while. How the hell do I change a blower motor in a wall-hung air handler AWUF 31 without removing the evaporator coil? Well, Clint Wilson, let me just tell you, you're in the right place, because let me tell you how to do it. You pull the evaporator. I'm sorry, that's just the truth, brother. We got some that we had to do, and it's just very, very frustrating. Some of the brackets you can actually pull loose and drop the coil down a little bit, but that blower is sitting so deep in there, man, it's almost impossible. And I assure you that if you drop the squirrel cage down on the coil, you're going to ruin it. Don't worry. I've already made the mistakes for you. Just pull the evaporator coil and charge accordingly. Sell them a new one. Hey. Hey!
You're stupid.
We'll go with it. Do you like Ecobee? Hey, I got Ecobee in my house right now. I do like Ecobee. They pick me up at yeah. We didn't start at that.
That video that guy said he wanted.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some people in. The TikTok live dropped, so I'm bringing it back up. Do you like? I don't think I've ever played it before. The Poppy thing. Yeah, we got a couple gas furnaces to install. We got a couple change outs to do. A few different service calls coming up. We're getting ready to knock it out, man. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Social media is going crazy right now. Last live I had last night, it said I was doing, with people with similar followings than I got, I was doing 100% better than others. So it was like, man, it was like unbelievable. Did a duct cleaning today. Yeah, I don't like duct cleanings. I think it's like a temporary patch. I don't think it really solves the issue, you know? I appreciate you liking the accent. Did a duct cleaning today. Just not fun at all. Yeah, I don't think it's fun at all either. More likes can attract more viewers. Y'all hit the like button. Where's that thing at? It's up in here somewhere, I think. This thing right here. Right here, baby. What is going on? Y'all give me just a second. That'll help. Yeah. All right. What's up? What's that guy's name again? That is Fat Cheeto. His name is Trent Parker. Is it bad to switch from heat to air and back and forth constantly? No, it's not. It works just fine. They're getting hectic down here in Florida already. I know, man. The weather's kicking up. Bonjour. We got people from all over the world on YouTube. Somebody's from Italy. So it's crazy. I like it. I can dig it. Our friends across the water. What basic tools brand do you recommend for beginners? Freddie, if you go in my link tree, you'll see I got a list of tools. All you have to do is look at the ones that you want. I even categorize it as like this is the gold standard for advanced level technician type things. This is your budget friendly options. I got them all there. Stuff that I use, stuff that I recommend. Go check it out, man. I got it covered for you. Does your company do new construction? We do really, really good quality new construction work. It's not the speculation type builds. We do a lot of custom builds. Roll Tide. We over there in Alabama. Yeah, of course, Freddie. Thank you. I do English as well. Where are you from, Colin? You got some people picking up? You don't use anything? You gotta plug it in. Awesome, thanks. Asking HVAC Tech. Not sure where you're located, but down here in Florida, the contractors try to cut corners. Colin said, I'm from Earth. I understand that. Can you buy HVAC equipment without a license? You probably can. I believe so. It just depends. Like on Mr. Cool, you can. And go as cheap as possible. Yeah, everybody's trying to go cheap as possible, and I'm trying to go the most highest quality as possible. You know, it's just like maybe money markets or something. If everyone's buying, you want to be selling. And if everyone's selling, you want to be buying. Do you know anything about the HVAC industry in PNW? Is it worth getting into? Tell me, PNW, what do you mean? Is Trent really HVAC Tech? Of course he is. Of course he is. So we don't do new construction. We do remodels, but that's as close to new construction as we get. Oh, yeah, I love new construction. Love it. Is there a new refrigerant? Yes. Yes. No, that's not. Man, is that Shane Gillis? No, that's not Shane Gillis. What does the temperature difference between water coming in and going out of a water-cooled system have to be? I guess it depends on what type of system it is. Thought he was just making videos to get rich. Man, you know, it's kind of an interesting thing. You know, I think content creators like making all different type of videos, and you know, he makes a lot of great ones. You know, you just know who's the dudes are voting for. Pacific Northwest. We actually got some content creators from the Pacific Northwest that did very, very well over there. Not just HVAC Eric makes buku bucks over there. So any tips on looking for side jobs? If you're going to deal with friends and family, you need to have very, very worked out terms. So, and that's just to save you some headache. And you know, and if you're going to do side work, don't undercut the work. All right. So, I mean, go out there, make your money, whatever. But every time I've tried to give someone a deal, it's always came back to bite me somehow. I don't understand it. Don't know how the world works, but that's just how it's worked for me. If it ain't Klein, it ain't mine. I hear that. Y'all hit the follow button, man. Any questions y'all got, I'm running through it right here. I hope he does join and see y'all. Asking him if Shane Gillis. What do you think about turbo capacitors, man? I think if you got a van full of turbo capacitors, you got more money than me, brother. You got more money than me. You're a better guy than me, man. Because I can't do it. That's like $200 a piece or $100 a piece. Where's the best place to buy tools other than Harbor Freight? Jacob J, I got you covered. Look, go into my link tree and I got a list of tools. You can go click the link and it shows you all the tools I'd recommend. And check this out. I even got budget-friendly options. I got gold standard options. Like, I went through and I made a list and a link for all of it. So that way you're like, hey, I'm an apprentice. I ain't got that big money. I need something that's budget-friendly. What can I use? I got you covered. Maybe you're an advanced level tech and you want the best of the best. You want the gold standard. Got you covered. Everything far as tools-wise, in the link tree, I got you, bro. Alex, shop at home. He's selling them 2 for 1. Besides your link, what's your personal favorite tool brand? I like Field Piece. I really, really like Field Piece. I like their meters, their gauges. I don't think they make anything bad, honestly. They're real good. How many years experience do you think someone needs until they open their own business? Well, it just depends. So honestly, in my opinion, you probably need about 10 years in the business to understand the technical side. But with that being said, you still need to understand the business side. And that's a completely different animal. Okay, that is completely different. You might have, been a great tech, but the business side, man, go invest some time. Go read some books. Ask me questions. I'll help you with it. Field Piece is solid. You can't go wrong with it, man. Nice Eyes Brothers, very commanding and welcoming. Hey, Simon, I'm here to help, man. Any questions you got, business, HVAC, technical, whatever, hey, that's what I'm here to do, man. We're on live on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube right now. We'll be getting live on Facebook here pretty soon. What books? Man, I'd go, honestly, I would, and this is going to be kind of a cliche answer, but for the refrigeration side, go get a textbook that you'd get just like at a junior college. I learned more out of that book than I think any other book. There's just so much information there. And I have to get the book out and show you which one that I got. Do you know Sketch? Do you advertise for your company? I'm advertising right now. I got plenty of eyes on me right now, and every day I go live and I gain followers, which, by the way, appreciate the follow. I had a system today that wasn't draining. Can the blower suck the water back towards the pan? Absolutely, Juan. Absolutely. So if you have a clogged filter, you have a dirty coil, you have a return side restriction or a supply side restriction, it will hold the water in the pan and suck the water out of the pan, for sure. I'm technically from the U.S., but I adapted to French more. One, yes, if your trap is small and not holding water in the trap. That's another example of why I could do it. Explain the importance of static pressure with ductwork, airflow, airflow, airflow. If you got a restriction in your ductwork, just understand that the unit ain't performing the way it should have, and you're going to have a lot of issues with it. You're going to have water not draining correctly. You're going to have air that you're not going to have the capacity of the unit. You're going to go through compressors, and you're going to tear up fan motors. It's just not a good deal. What's up, Blake? Shout out, Blake. Been here from day one, I think. Hey, brother, Tuesday, Mac Dckboard. Shout out to you, brother. I see Jeff in here. Shout out to Jeff over here on the Instagram side. Man, dude does amazing work. Shout out to Jeff. Y'all go on Instagram and follow him. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube right now, Jeff. One, yes, is a trap. It's small and not holding the water. Thank you, big brain. Have you considered advertising with digital ads targeted to your area? So there is some stuff about. I talked to a guy, and I'll tell you a little bit about this about advertising. They have some different models out there that could take your data and search and find who best fits you. Like they can take all your data and see like what's the average age house, what's your customer look like, do they have kids, are they single, and they can take all that data, put it into a program, and find out what's the most your next potential buyer, and then you could target that specific way, and that's a really good option. I might do a deep dive onto that. And how do I turn this thing around? What green technologies in HVAC and your thoughts on it, please? The whole industry is based around energy efficiency. So, I mean, we are constantly changing like 24/7 basis. Right now, the current thing is the new refrigerants that's coming out for Goodman. I believe they're going to use R32, and everyone else is going to use a different one. But we're going multi-stage and variable speed compressors, more energy efficient. And then we're also going with heat pumps that is allowing for a more efficient way to heat homes. Another thing that's going on in the industry right now is we're starting to see heat pumps getting so efficient that they're actually, you could just do away with strips. You're getting full capacity all the way down to like 0 degrees, and some of them are getting -10. In my particular area, we don't even get that cold. So it's like, you don't even need strips. You could use them as backup, but hey, you wouldn't necessarily have to. What's up, Black Warrior? Man, shout out to you. Is differential pressure really a big thing in air handler? Yes, it is. You need to make sure you can get air in and out of the unit. You don't want any restrictions. Ever consider Facebook ads to generate leads in your area? Facebook ads is really good if you're in a more of a metropolitan area. You can target them down really small. What I suggest to people, if you're in a more rural area, is to get actual yard signs. That typically relates to that rural area better, in my opinion. That's what I have found with my spend. Dude, I just did a Cooper and Hunter heat pump, and it's almost 100% down to -20. Shout out, Jill. That's actually the brand I was talking about. If y'all don't know Cooper and Hunter, they've been around a long time. They're just coming into USA. They have like really infiltrated this market. They've been at the AHR events, and they make some really nice equipment. I would suggest y'all check it out. They also have great dealer programs. How to diagnose a bad inverter board for inverter condenser? I was looking at one earlier. You know, inverter, you're going to have to change your voltage to DC, so you need to make sure you're getting DC and AC out of that board, especially when you're running on your high-efficiency fan motors. Super affordable. Yes, they are super affordable, those Cooper and Hunter units, and they're nice and compact. I mean, they are really sweet. No doubt about it. Like, I've actually considered them. I went, sat through the class, did a whole bunch of stuff with them. I'm so far in there with Ream that I'm kind of, you know, something major would have to happen. Do you run a load calculation on changeouts, or just go back to the same size unit? What I would typically do is I'd ask the homeowner, how did it perform? I can't, you know, y'all take it with a grain of salt. You can't always do this, but a lot of new units, depending on what kind of blower motor you have, can handle some higher pressure. Particularly the constant torque motors that are out there right now. For Ream, for example, the 2T air handlers, they have a constant torque motor in them. You can use those motors in a little bit smaller ductwork. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying it will work. But set that aside for a second. I would ask the customer, how did it cool before? You know, and if they're kind of on the fence, like it was okay, I would probably go back with the same size, because a new one is actually it's not going to have a dirty coil. It's going to be more efficient at transferring heat, all that type of stuff. So just go back with the same size if there's really no issue. And even if you do go back with a bigger size, you still need to address some of the ductwork concerns. I use Ream as well. Cheapest 2-stage, that's reliable as far as I know. I really like them, man. Some people don't, but they fit in a lot of different locations where I'm located at. You have a lot of tight spots sometimes. Can a dirty air filter make an AC unit freeze up? Absolutely. Thank y'all for all the follows. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Live right now. So You might have a question that someone else needs answered, and that's what we're doing. This guy says, I look like I would eat a $40 burger. You know what? I hope that you can afford to eat a $40 burger, man. That's how much I support everybody. I hope that you can afford a $40 burger. Would you put an inline float switch? Because I hear bad stories about them. Let me say this about inline float switches. This is my thought process about inline float switches. With an inline float switch, at least there is a drain going out. Because we all know under certain circumstances, they don't always drain into the switch. So, I run all my drains out, my secondary, my primary, my emergency. I run them all out because in an attic, I don't want any water at all ever building up. I don't want, as soon as it can possibly drain out of the pan, I want it out of the pan. It's not fun to deal with water in the attic. I don't want to have no wet sheetrock. I don't want to have to carry no shop vac. I don't want to have to walk across no joist. I just want it to be simple. Just drain it out. And, it comes back to the new construction side of just doing it right the first time. It's really hard to make all those drains once the house is already there, right? All right. Hey, man, shout out to Cole. Cole, I'm gonna drop you stuff right here. Cole is a very super intelligent guy when it comes to the marketing side. Cole has the great idea that we can go through our stuff, our information, and figure out who some of our buyers are going to be in the future. If I'm saying too much, Cole, just tell me. I won't say too much. But if y'all have questions about finding who your potential customers are going to be, please give me a shout out. And I'll put you in the right direction with Cole here. I've had my share of ceiling blowouts. Hey, man, it's a terrible thing. I used to get stressed out about it. Now I just throw my hands up with it. What's the best way to get in a trade in Texas? Asking for 2 years experience for helper apprentice. Best way to get in, man, it don't matter. Just go show up and push a broom if you got to. People want people that want to work. I promise you, you're probably not going to get turned away if you keep showing up to somebody's office and saying, I want a job. I promise you, you're not going to get turned away. Predictive Buyer Pro. All right, so Predictive Buyer Pro is a great program where we can take your information, put it all through a program that will allow us to see who your potential next customer is by analyzing your own data. So for a lot of people that don't know, all your data, you're probably not getting the most use out of it. You're probably a technician that started your company, and you're probably excellent at technical work. But you're probably not a great marketer. You're probably not a great business owner yet. You're probably not a great accountant. You're probably not a great lawyer. If y'all get in touch with me, I'll put you in touch with the right guy to make sure that you can get involved with this Predictive Buyer Pro by analyzing your own data to find out who your next target customer should be. And that goes into a crazy amount of different metrics to analyze your data to see who it is. So, I mean, it's really, really involved. It's really, really neat. I haven't seen anything else like it. I mean, it's not like anything else. It's not like Angie's Leads. It's not like Home Advisor. I mean, I really think that it's beneficial to the market. And if you have questions about it, just send me a DM. I'll put you in the right direction. Is that a good slogan? I'll make you say thoughts on XOI software. I'm not sure about it. Tell me about that. Still using Dckboard? I got a metal brake outside. Shout out Jeff if you're still in here. I got my metal brake outside. I got the Malco pan brake. I'm gonna get a Pittsburgh machine. I'm gonna get a 10-foot brake. Yeah, this year's all about leveling up and taking everything to the next level, man. HVAC guy for real. Shout out Connor Jermaine. Hey, man. It's all you got to understand. In my area, that's all they use is Dckboard. For me to be coming out here with my own metal fab, that's pretty hard, man. The price goes up. It's just different, you know. Change filter every 4 to 6 months. If it's dirty, keeps grass and pollen. Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with changing your filters. Can duct cleaning accumulate any apprenticeship hours? I don't see why it couldn't. It's still part of the industry. Using a garden hose, careful not to bend the fins. Yeah, don't use a pressure washer. Garden hose is fine. Wash it from the inside out. I got a question. When a new employer asks if you have any questions, what are good questions to ask? How much you gonna pay me? How much you gonna pay me? You know, you don't have to be crazy about it. Just ask. You know what? Hey, what kind of work-life balance you got here? You gonna try to have me working 24/7? I mean, just why wouldn't you ask me that? You know, you don't have to be rude about it, man. I'm just saying, and you don't even have to be crazy assertive, but just put it out there. Just say, hey, man, you know, what's the hours? You know, what kind of hours we got? You know, what kind of things are you going to expect from me? What is the pathway to, if I do these things that you need me to do, that I can grow within your company? What is the challenges that you are having as a manager or an owner in the company that I can help solve that pain point for you? Good talk. Yeah, hey man, I appreciate it. Hit the like and follow. You know, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok right now. Shout out to you, Craig. I appreciate you jumping in. I got a question. How many calls do you turn into AC running same day? We try to do them all. I try to keep trucks stocked up. It's very expensive to go back and forth. It's a lot better off for you to spend a lot of money and stock that truck up. Don't want to have the people go back and forth for sure. The less back and forth, the better. You want to try to have something, solve it there, and keep going. Don't ever want to have to go back. No problem, brother. Hit the like and follow for me. Hell, let's boost the algorithm up. Can you use that? Can you plug that thing in, baby? I got you. I got you. My AC isn't cooling. Do I change the flame sensor? No, that ain't going to help you because that's a heating component and you're trying to use AC. What else is it doing? Second year tech for a large landlord. I'm making a little over $27 an hour. Should I be making more? Where are you located at? And I can give you a better idea. What do you recommend the best HVAC systems to focus on and specialize in? This is what I highly suggest to everybody out there. Do something you like. Do something you like. If you like residential, stick to it. Because if you don't like what you do, you're going to cut corners at it. You're going to be miserable. When you do something you like, you do it to the T, man. You do it. Every day is like, it's not like work to you. Commercial techs are going to walk on top of roofs a lot more. Residential techs are going to be in attics a lot more. There's going to be things you like and dislike about them all. But find one that you like the most and stick with it, because you would rather be doing something you like for less money than to be doing something you can't stand for a little more. Are HVAC wages similar to electricians? They're actually pretty close, yes. And they're, in case anyone's wondering, they are going up. Is there a class out there for being a salesman for HVAC? I can give you some tips about being a salesman. Number one, be on time. And match whatever customer base you're trying to reach. If you're going out there to a $5 million home, don't be wearing those scraggly clothes. Dress appropriately. Dress like a professional. Dress like your customer. And actively listen. I can tell you so many times that people say stuff that I have a helper there, and after me and the helper leave, I say, hey, did you hear this guy say this? And he says, no. Be an active listener, because they are telling you what they want. They need it. They need air conditioning. You are there to sell them an air conditioner. They need air conditioning. All you have to do is guide them through the process. It's that simple. And, being an active listener, get them talking. Ask their opinion. Ask them what they think. Do they have pets? Just get them talking about anything and get them comfortable. It's a very expensive deal. Most people are kind of threw off by having someone come to their house and deal with salesman type stuff. All you're trying to do is guide them through the process. Commercial industrial is much better, in my opinion. No sales pressure from your company. That is very true. I don't have sales pressure at my company. Of course, Juan, thank you. Who's the next guy? That is Trent Parker. That's Fat Cheeto, just in case y'all didn't know. When you choose equipment pricing for a simple Vert, do you charge more labor for a higher SEER rating in your installation? All right, so when you're talking about pricing a system, everything's based on percentages. All right, so the equipment is going to change. All right, let's put it like this. Let me give you an idea, because that's a good question. All right, I had a customer say, hey, look, I need you to do, it's a large franchise restaurant. Hey, I need you to do all the duct work. We're going to supply the equipment. Great, that's no problem. Well, I gave them a price to do it. They said, oh, we got an equipment quote. We just want you to go pay for it. I said, whoa. I can't just go pay for it. You know, that changes all my numbers. Now all of a sudden I'm gonna have $70,000 tied up in all this. And if I got $70,000 and I'm not only making 10, there ain't no sense of me even doing the job. You know, so you're throwing off my numbers. You know, if you're tying up more money, more capital, more time, you got to be making more profit. It's just that simple. When you go to the bank as a business owner and you're trying to get a loan, they're going to be looking at what kind of profit you're making. And if you're not making a good percentage profit, hey, I mean, it's not helping you. Do surge protectors actually work? Of course they do. Are you responsible for wiring on the unit, or do you need to get an electrician? Your actual job as a HVAC person is not to touch the high voltage. If you go by the code book, electrician is supposed to tie in a disconnect, and they're supposed to tie into the actual air handler. Now check this out. All your job to do as the technician is mark the heater kit on the front of the unit. If you mark the heater kit wrong, that's on you if they supply the right size wire for it. If you mark it right and they supply the wrong size wire, it's on them. I'm an HVAC electrical and plumbing company owner in Georgia. Shout out to you, Chris. I know someone out there that is looking to purchase a company in Georgia in the next year or two. What's up, Nathan? Nice logo. It's all right, man. Man, I'm doing everything I can do to help them. I'm literally live on 4 different platforms right now. I got 4 different phones in front of me, helping the community. And man, I do it every day. You know what I mean? I'm on here every day trying to build up a following. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to help people. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. What's your favorite HVAC manufacturer? So there's different reasons to like different brands. Okay. So if you want to talk about the longest lasting units, you could potentially say that's supposed to be Trane. But if you're looking for a small unit that needs to go in a very tight space, I would recommend that you get a Rheem. If you're looking for a budget friendly option that has good airflow, that's a Goodman. So it really depends on what the circumstance is. I do like some of Rheem stuff, and I am a Rheem dealer, but that's just hey, I appreciate that, Chris. It just depends on each situation. How do you size a home? You size it using a manual J. The manual J is going to determine your heating and cooling load of the house. If you ask an engineer, a lot of different engineers are going to give you a lot of different specs. You think if you go to an engineer, for example, that they're going to all give you the same information, and they're not. And the reason they're not is because some of them are going to size it differently. For example, like some of them is going to say, well, this house, I'm going to put this amount of people in this house because if they're entertaining someone in the summer, we want to have extra capacity. And you'll start to see that a lot. As I've dealt with many different engineers, you really have to do that internally at your company and do the manual J at your own place. Hey, what's up? Hi, it's me, Little Spaceman. Does it hurt on the outside of units if they are sun all day? No, they don't. What most manufacturers recommend is that you wax the unit. I've only seen one person in my 18 years mention that, but it is in the manual of most units. Root is Rheem, right? Yes, they're pretty much the same exact thing. The only difference is the dealer program as far as I know. 100% agree with all 3 opinions of Trane, Rheem, and Goodman. Hey, shout out, Cameron. I appreciate that. What do you think about heat pumps? I think heat pumps, you got to run their nitrogen through heat pumps. I know you're supposed to run it through every time, but I'm just telling you, if you're not, you better be doing it at least on heat pumps. Heat pumps got multiple TXVs and reversing valves and a lot more smaller tubes to deal with. You don't want them things getting clogged up. And they will get clogged up, and it happens often. HVAC tips. I'm planning on switching to commercial from residential HVAC. Is it more rewarding? Well, it will be monetarily. But a lot of things in commercial HVAC is very stringent. So like, hey, we got to get this building cold. We got to get it done today. So you might be working later than normal. Goodman is Amana. Amana's a little bit different because they got a little bit better warranty, I believe. Cooking with Nasser and Muhammad. Thank you for the support. Hey, Sarah, I see you over here. What do you think about heat pumps? We're live on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube right now, guys. Hit the like button. Let's if we hit the like button, that'll help get some more people in here. Rain Supplier here. Respect to you, brother. Thank you, Tyson. Where are you located at? American Standard versus Trane. I know they're the same unit, different color. Pretty much, yeah. They're both very, very expensive. They're both very, very heavy units. I just never really been one to push Trane. One thing I don't like about Trane is that they don't have universal parts, and I don't like that idea. You know what I mean? For maintaining and servicing them, it makes it a lot more difficult. Inverters, your thoughts? Inverters, my thoughts about inverters is they're very good, they're very efficient, but you got to put surge protectors on them. You know, you don't want anything to zap those boards. Those boards are very expensive, and you got to take extra precautions because you're dealing with DC and AC in there, and you're also dealing with a lot more EEVs and TXVs. So when you're dealing with that type of stuff, you got to make sure that you're running nitrogen. You got to make sure you got your surge protectors. You got to make sure that you really do everything to the T to make sure that system lasts. Train Dectron dealer here. Sherman, Texas. Shout out to Texas. I have my biggest following in Texas. Don't know how, but I love Texas for it, man. You know, I'm down here in Mississippi. It's hot and humid. I know Texas has got every weather there is. There's snow, there's rain. There's all of it. So shout out to Texas. Southwest Florida, have you ever had problems with systems sweating? Yes. What happens is you have a dirty coil, the air slows down too much, the air inside the air handler isn't cooling the home down like it should, or maybe it's in a garage, and that cold air inside that unit is now all of a sudden getting to the dew point because of the outside of the unit being in a garage. So you have to get the airflow speeded up through there. I like your videos. Keep up the good work, boss. Thank you, Tyson. I really appreciate it. Thomas Kovac says, do you have a YouTube channel? I have a YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook channel, and we're all live on them right now, brother. Shout out to Thomas. What is the rule of thumb of a pulley being bad? That's a good question. I don't typically run into too many bad pulleys. Maybe you can share it with us, Juan. Sounds like good info here. Northeast Texas here. What's the ideal temp to keep AC on 95? Humid weather keeps the... hang on just a sec. Do you work with York? I have did some stuff with York. Generic parts are great, specifically when you're trying to do service work. 100%. I don't like porcupine condenser coils. Those particular coils, they also say that those are the best heat transfer. What's the ideal temp to keep an AC on in 90-degree humid weather to keep from overworking and save money? Well, the power company will tell you it's 78 degrees. I can't live at 78, but hey, if you can do it, hey, more power to you because you'll save. If I do electrical trade and then a bachelor's in business, you think I could end up starting a business? I don't see why you couldn't. You shouldn't even have a limited belief that you couldn't. You know, just by being on social media, I can tell you I have met thousands of different people. Just this week alone, I've had almost 50,000 people come through my lives. And, you know, you don't put a limited belief. It's your ego that thinks that it knows everything, and it's your imagination that has unlimited possibilities. So just let your imagination run because there's so many possibilities out there that could happen for you. You can't even possibly think of them all. And most of them will be better than what you could come up with. So don't put a limited belief on yourself. How's Armstrong? Had to recharge an AC unit 2 pounds every year. That was quoted for a new Armstrong and Tempstar. Armstrong's pretty good from what I've seen. I've only seen a few of them, but they lasted a long time here. Shout out Mr. Roger. I see you in here. If ball bearings go bad on the pulley, I would definitely suggest that you change it then. I got a 300 square foot office and need to replace my HVAC system. What do you recommend for me? You probably need to get about a 9,000 BTU mini split in that particular office. Not enough airflow for sweating. Absolutely. Starting a business, best decision ever. Word of mouth grows the business quick, but it won't grow it as fast, I promise you, as social media. If you do good work, social media is spread it around like a wildfire. If you do bad work, your business is going to go down in a wildfire. So social media can do amazing things for your business. Word of mouth can do it too also, but social media gets you places that you never could dream of. Ever install any Grieve Flex? I installed a Mr. Cool with the condenser style, like a mini split, which I know is what you're talking about, like a Grieve Flex. And it was very similar to that, but they said it was like a Linux. Where are you from? I'm from South Mississippi. I don't know what I'm asking. I see you, Warren. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take. Take the leap. Hey, that's all you can do, man. It is better to be... it is better to think that you tried and didn't make it than to wonder if you ever could have. It's just, man, the thing is, when you're actually trying, people want to help you. When you're not trying, people don't. You know what I mean? Like you see someone on the side of the road and they're working on their tire, you're more likely willing to stop to help them. I know most of y'all, that's probably a bad example. Most people ain't going to stop. But I'm just saying, if you see someone that's just propped up on their car waiting for somebody to help them, you definitely not. Why should I follow you? 4 times joining your live. Convince me, brother. Why? Because there's nobody out there doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm literally taking a leap, as this guy over here said. I spend hours and hours and hours and hours every week on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, literally helping out the entire community in any way possible. I have a state license in Mississippi and Alabama, residential, commercial. I have a business degree. I have an HVAC, occupational education, heat and vent and air conditioning, refrigeration degree. I am literally doing everything that I could possibly do to help the community. I don't know anyone that's doing more. Done followed you. No drip pan today? I don't know what you mean. How do you feel about the new refrigerant having propane in it? It ain't going to be that big of a deal, man. Quick question. Is there a safety check during the sequence of operation of furnace? Yes, there's a safety built into every step of the way. When your inducer motor is going to turn on, there'll be a diaphragm switch. Once that goes through, then you'll have your igniter heat up. You'll have your gas turn on. There'll be switches all in the middle of it. Why don't you insulate boots? It's code. I do insulate the boot. It's insulated on inside. It comes from a manufacturer like that. Should I get a certification or degree in HVAC? It'll help you. Pressure switch. Mr. Cool, very hard to get the parts for in Florida. What's your favorite mini split brand? Daikin's probably the easiest one to deal with. Mr. Cool, I haven't had any issues with them. It's not necessarily that I sell a bunch of them, but that's just what's out here. Some people ask me to put them in. I'll make that money. Gas valve, flame sensor. Yes. I don't know what I'm asking. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take. That is for sure. Whew. Lightning round. What's the questions? 18 years total in the trade. 8 years as a business owner. I do a lot of traveling. I go to AHR. This is Trent Parker, Mr. Fat Cheeto for some of y'all. Maybe y'all could tag him. He'll show up. I travel the country. I'm so involved in HVAC. I don't know how else I could be more involved. As a matter of fact, today I actually became an ambassador for BlueOn. So that just tells you how involved I am and how I'm trying to benefit the entire community here. I really, really enjoy HVAC. I really, really enjoy helping people. Do y'all see a lot of failed TXVs? I feel like I change a 50 a year. They do, man. And I'm telling you that the reason that they happen is because those TXVs, they get waxy built up. They get oxidation built up in them. They have all those clogging issues because improper procedures are done. Talk about variable speed systems. Variable speed systems like air handlers, for example, that have variable speed. Those systems are specifically designed for variable volume duct systems, aka zone systems. You can use it in a regular system, but that isn't what its best case purpose is for. You can use it for better humidity control, which would be a second best option. But they are very good. I like variable speed systems. Don't take this wrong, but you know your stuff. I'm impressed. Hey, I try to do my best. I don't know everything, but I can tell you right now, I know a lot. And anything that I know, I'm willing to tell you for free. Anything I can help you with, I'm willing to tell you for free. Some of these things has cost me a ton. Like I can't tell you how much time I spent on marketing, how much energy and money I've spent on marketing. I'm giving it away. Can you talk about 16-prong ECM motors? I wish I could speak more on it, man, but you'd have to give me more information about it. You talking about like green speed motors? Trying to reconnect over here. Poor wireless connection for your broadcast. Oh, man, that's not good news. The internet company's probably upset with me. The internet company's probably upset with me. I am using data like crazy right now. I'm using, we got fiber optic Wi-Fi over here. And we got 4 phones streaming right now, high def, so. Zone system tip. Too much return air when only one zone is running will cause the unit to sweat. That makes plenty of sense because you're steady recycling the same air and it's getting colder and colder. Adjusted weighted damper. Sounds pretty good. Can you explain how a communicating variable speed system works? A lot of variable speed systems, they'll have AC and DC voltage. It'll be inverter driven, and the higher the DC voltage goes, the higher the RPM goes. So, and it just communicates back and forth with the compressor and the fan to modulate for humidity control, better temperature control, better efficiency control. All those, the ones with circuit boards in the condenser. Right. That's circuit boards in the condenser. You see the big circuit board, you know that's inverter driven. You see Bosch is like that as well. Daniel Jones, shout out to you. I see you over there, brother. Gotta stretch my legs. How many years has everyone been in the HVAC field? On a Ring 2-stage system, what controls the stage that the unit runs in? On a Ring 2-stage system, what controls the stage is active or passive dehumidification settings on the board. So you have to go in and set up what type of system that you want to run it in. If you want to run in passive, what it'll do is run your first stage longer, and then it'll kick in your second stage. If you're running in active, it will actively try to reach that humidity set point, even if it requires it to run a colder temperature. Bro, you were in my, can someone screenshot this? This guy says I was in his dream. That's what I'm talking about, I guess. It's pretty cool, though. It means I'm making an impact. Opinion on Daikin Fit systems. We have a few hundred in the field, and I've been very happy with them. I haven't had any issues with Daikin Fit systems. 22 years. That's pretty stout, Sarah. It's pretty stout. 22 years in is pretty good. I see you over here, Jaron Freed. If you're just tuning in, we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Live, and we're looking. We're just answering questions, anything to do with HVAC or business. That's what I'm here to do. What else y'all got? Yeah, I guess y'all felt bad for me giving me a breather. I appreciate it, Jaron. Where are you from? I got that copper bar, bro. Hey, shout out to that, man. The one I just sent out. You got that? Man, I feel bad about it. When I went through my messages, I got so many different messengers and stuff, and I was like, darn, man, I felt so terrible. And yeah, I went ahead and I was just like, man, let me go ahead and get this thing out there, man. Try to make up for not doing what I was supposed to do, man. So I'm sorry about that, but try to do my best. What do you think about the new refrigerant? I think it's gonna be easy peasy, man. Don't stress about it. It's gonna be straightforward. A lot of people's been worried about it, but it ain't nothing to worry about. Yeah, I still got. Hey, go get that mini 410A tank. It's on the kitchen table right now. Man, I love that thing. I see it every single day. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a little bitty jug of 410A. Brent. Hey, watch this, Jaron. You still got some for sale? You still got some of them? Yeah. So look, my buddy over here, Jaron Free, sells these right here. They're mini 410A tanks. Y'all check this out. I'm gonna pull it out of the box for you. Look, if y'all need this is such a cool gift. If you're wanting to get someone in the HVAC field a cool gift, let me show y'all this thing. This is awesome. It comes in a little bag like this. And then, let me show y'all. It's literally a little bitty 410A tank. Man, that makes me happy. It just makes me happy. I don't even know how he does it. How do you do this, Jaron? Tell us a good story about how you make these. Is it mixed with sealant and dye? Feels solid, brother. I don't think there's any refrigerant in there, but pretty sweet, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You won't see it nowhere else. Jaron's the only one that's got them, and really great guy, man. Puts out a great quality product. That's awesome. Where can I get a couple? Chris Jarrett over here on TikTok, Jaron. He wants to get a couple. I'll plug him in. Chris, if you'll send me a DM, I'll get you linked up with him, man, and he'll get them out to you quick, for sure. Mini tank is awesome. Cameron Smith wants to know about them too. I found a lot of Dykins have issues with the thing that monitors amperage of the compressor. Forgot what it's called. Any suggestions? I haven't ran into that issue. Is it made of metal? I made it with knife for it and have a toy manufacturer to produce them. It feels very heavy. I don't necessarily know what it is, but it's solid. It feels heavy. So it's pretty sweet, man. No doubt. It's so if y'all want to know about this, anyone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, y'all just send me a DM and I'll get y'all plugged in with Jaron. And man, the dude really deserves it, man. This thing is like top notch. It's one of a kind. You can't get it nowhere else. It's a great gift idea. Man, I got it just sitting on my counter. It just makes me happy when I come in and see it. You know what I'm saying? Just something that you can't get nowhere else. Support the community, man. It's ABS plastic with an iron, I think he said an iron core. I'd like to wear that as a medallion. Jaron, a lot of people likes it, brother. A lot of people likes it. I'm seeing them, everyone on all these platforms is saying something. Mini tank is awesome. Is there a good profit in parts or most of it in the labor? People do it different ways, but it all comes down to this, man. No matter how you do it, you got a bill. You know what I'm saying? A capacitor, I don't care if it's only $10 or $15 or whatever. You can't do it for free, and it costs a lot of money to move trucks. So some people do it differently, but it all comes up to be about the same price. What is the link for the 410A mini tank? Juan, just send me a DM. I'll get you hooked up with Jaron. He's got 80 of them left. Maybe we can get them all gone. Where and how can I learn more about air distribution? Jamie, I can help you with that. What questions do you have? Tell him to make some mini manifold. I think he actually had some. Like a year or two ago where he had them like on a Christmas tree ornament type thing. pretty sweet. A lot of people liking it, brother. A lot of people liking it over here. I'll send the link. Okay, he's gonna send me the link. If y'all send me the, I'll connect y'all with him, and y'all can get that done. I've seen this, the condenser where it's on a roof 10 stories high, and the air handler is in the condo, and a trap is installed on the liquid line at the air handler. Is that necessary? That's an oil trap, and then what that's doing is making sure that oil is getting back. But most of the time, it's put on the suction side, not the liquid side. So it's kind of odd that there would be an oil trap there. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna give me about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna start the live back up. I'm gonna go get me something to drink. Send me a DM and hit the follow button, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. You gonna sell a bunch of those, Jared? For sure. I'll be back.